Hey guys. Oh, somebody already here? How y'all doing? It is like after midnight here where I'm located on the East Coast somewhere. And so let me explain what I'm doing here. Hang on. My charger is acting up. What's going on here? All right. So I'm out here. I found out. Okay, there we go. Now I figured it out. Maybe. Except now I don't know what all this crap is. I don't. Stop it. There we go. Yeah, it's snowing here where I'm at. And really what I'm doing is I'm just going for a walk because apparently there's a midnight curfew. They instituted a midnight curfew for some reason. I have no idea why. But being a free man, I decided what better time to go for a walk than 30 minutes after the so-called curfew, right? And I just want to see if anything's gonna happen. Hang on, I'm wearing gloves because it's flipping cold, as you can see. See all the snow out here. I'm in a very, very, very small town. And just going for a walk because, see, the politicians think that they need a curfew because of a virus. And being that they're way smarter than the average citizen, you know how politicians are, it's obvious that the virus is more potent after midnight. It's kind of like the American werewolf in London. You know, after midnight it morphs and mutates into this savage creature that is unstoppable. And so the geniuses that are elected officials decided, hey, we can't have a virus that turns into a chupacabra after midnight devouring our citizens. Let's create a curfew. That will show that virus. That will keep that virus at bay. We'll be able to solve the problem by just pretending that we control people. And so I'm out here looking for the COVID chupacabra virus that apparently after midnight is so bad that the government has to lock us in our homes after midnight. But I'm a free man, so I thought, hey, after midnight's a perfect time to go for a walk, so let's go for a walk. I am not open carrying, mainly because I've got a big jacket on, and my pistol is under my coat, and the coat, it's a longer coat. So I can't really open carry anyway. And my rifles, because I flew, I didn't bring my rifles, and the ones I do have here are still with a friend who secured them for me over the Christmas break. So I didn't leave them in an empty apartment between semesters. Wow. This is a dead town. Now, this is a town of only about 1,200 people, give or take 1,000. Just kidding. About 1,200 people. It is a beautiful place, though. Except that it's snowing. It wasn't snowing until I decided I wanted to go for a freaking walk after midnight. All right, what's going on here? Yeah, the chupacabra virus. But it's only the chupacabra virus after midnight. Oh, that's the street screeper. I thought that might have been the chupacabra virus coming this way, but it was the snow plow. So we're safe for now, anyway. All right. For some reason, this power cable is not sticking. Is not. Hang on. Let's try this. Set it. Is it on? Okay. Sorry, my cable's not staying in very well. So, I don't know what's going on here. Let me try this. Hey, sorry about that. I don't know what the hell my phone is doing. I might have touched some things while I was trying to fix my cable. Now I gotta put my glove back on because I have everything biometrically controlled on my phone. Yeah, so anyway, that was a snow plow. I thought it might have been the after midnight chupacabra virus. At 6 a.m. it turns back into the regular COVID virus. That's why they have a 12 to 6 curfew. So I'm out here hunting for the this chupacabra virus. It's so deadly after midnight. Trying to figure out why politicians think they need to order free people to stay in their homes after midnight because of a virus. And the only thing I can think of is that it morphs after midnight from COVID to chupacabra. And I'm sure people driving by are like, who's this dumbass going for a walk at 12:30 in the freaking morning? I heard Biden is bringing on the Monty Python Inquisition for their gun grab. Yeah. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Got one for you. He's not dead. Sure he is. I'm not dead. Well, you will be in a few minutes. I wasn't stopped yet. I was just going to not go live until I got stopped or if I got stopped. But I thought, hey, maybe some people want to see snow. Check my TikTok DMs. I got yelled at for using his or her wrong pronouns. I bet you didn't use the wrong pronouns. I bet you said his for a dude and her for a dudette. And the problem is the person was mentally ill and wanted you to suspend reality and use his reality or her reality. Oh, there's a cop. That's a sheriff right there. Oh, there's another sheriff. Well, 2 sheriffs just were by. Of course, I was just walking past a bank. I wonder if they're going to go turn around. Who knows? But anyway, the cops know now that I'm outside past curfew. Let's see if they do anything about it. Yes, I've heard of Jeff Katz, absolutely. So anyway, I changed the title. I added a question mark. Will I be stopped for walking while white? It's kind of a play on the snow falling and also the fact that I'm white. And I figure if the police harass me, it's obviously because of my skin color, right? I mean, that's the only reason that cops harass people. It's because of their skin color. And I wasn't going to go live unless I actually got stopped. And I decided just to do a live stream here. Who knows? Maybe it'll be as boring as it feels. All I know is I'm freezing my ass off. This Texan doesn't like this cold weather. I think snow is racist. Why else would it be white? And it's trying to cover up everything, you know? Like typical white people. You know, trying to oppress everything underneath it as it falls. Be the dominant color in the area. So this is just kind of a boring. If I had my rifle, I'd be carrying my rifle. I just don't have my rifles back yet. Since I got back in town, I haven't been able to link up with the person who was securing my guns for me. And as far as my handgun goes, which I am carrying, I've got such a big coat on, I can't really open carry with this coat on. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got like 5 inches up in Temple. I built a big giant snow biden. What's this here? Who's that? Looks like another officer. Nope, never mind. At least I got gloves. I don't really say where I'm at. Although I'm sure internet detectives, well, I've already been doxxed, so it's not like it's hard to figure out where I'm at. And I'm not hiding it. I just don't make it easy for my enemies to know where I am, so I'm not saying where I'm at. But I mean, it's not hard to figure out, especially if you're watching this video. There's all kinds of clues. But I've already had people that have doxed me and tried to get me kicked out of law school. They tried to kick me out of law school because I'm a proud boy. Tried to tell the school that I was a white supremacist. It's kind of hard to, for the school to believe emails like that when I'm the guy who plays spades with my fellow law students, and I'm the only white guy. So last time I checked, racists don't exactly hang out with people that don't look like them, and my school, thankfully, is intelligent enough to understand that. So, even though they tried to dox me and get me kicked out of law school, it didn't work. Okay, wait, where's the, sorry. Yeah, I could use some electronic underwear. Yeah, I'm obviously somewhere in the mountains. I'm not too old to be a proud boy. Proud of you, boy. Thankfully, I got these gloves that allow me to touch the screen. They're special gloves, North Face gloves, so I can see comments and stuff. Salt must flow, yes. All right. I am freezing my ass off, and 2 sheriff's deputies have already passed by and seen me. So I'm beginning to think no one's really going to stop me for being out past curfew. I really had my speech ready, too. I was going to pull the old 9th Amendment argument. I have a 9th Amendment right to walk down an American sidewalk anytime I want if I'm not hurting anybody. I don't know, maybe I should have confirmed that there really was a curfew. I was just told there's a curfew that starts at midnight. I didn't verify it. I couldn't find it anywhere. I did kind of a quick search, but I couldn't find it. All right, Thursday. What's your thoughts about what's going to happen? Very easy. On Thursday, Joe Biden will be inaugurated, and all that tax money you're spending to send tens of thousands of stormtroopers to the Capitol will have been for nothing. You know, everyone should be pissed off about all these troops in D.C. for several reasons. The first reason is there really is no threat. If somebody's life was in danger in D.C., they'd have been killed already. If the whole purpose was to overthrow the government, the government would have been overthrown by now. Second, my cable keeps falling. Oh well, screw it. Second is that the police are unable to handle DC to begin with. So that's their problem. As many federal agents as we have in this country, you know, FBI and CIA and ATF and Secret Service, there really is no reason whatsoever to bring the National Guard in unless we just admit how incompetent all those other agencies are. They don't need 30,000 troops. They don't need 20,000 troops. They don't need 10,000 troops. It's just like today. The media wanted to scare everybody. The government wanted to scare everybody. They created this giant narrative about, oh my gosh, people are going to protest in all 50 states. We need to make sure we got plenty of cops and federal agents everywhere because it's going to be violent. Our capitals are going to be overrun and it's going to be mayhem. It's going to be anarchy. And of course, here we are, early Monday morning, late Sunday night. And what happened? Nothing. So that's what's going to happen on Thursday. Or on the 20th anyway. Was that Tuesday? Anyway, what's going to happen is Joe Biden's going to get inaugurated. And for the next 4 years, the country will go to hell. That's it. I think really one of the reasons they're doing this, all these troops and stuff, is they need an excuse for why nobody would have attended Joe Biden's inauguration anyway. You know? Because then we would have seen that a fraud who supposedly got 80 million votes couldn't even pack the most votes in history. More votes than the first black president were to believe. But yet he couldn't fill an inauguration. Okay, hang on. I think the camera might be getting wet. Let me see here. There we go. That's up. Shoot. Come on. Okay. Okay, what's going on here? There we go. All right, that's a little bit better. And so anyway, I don't think anything's going to happen Thursday. I think it's just more government manipulation that, something might happen. Okay, I'm sorry about the... Here, let me try this. Get my finger out of the way of the camera. Maybe that'll help. At the risk of sounding like a conspiracy theorist, do you think they plan to have a sniper wearing a MAGA hat and assassinate Joe? No, I don't. I really don't think so. I don't think so. We just came from the range, had a Freaking carload of guns with us. Oh no! You're a felon. Surely you had a carload of guns and went to the range because you're planning to overthrow the government, right? You right-wing Nazi. All right, I'm gonna turn around in a little bit because two cops have already passed me and not stopped me, even though I'm out way past the curfew. And two, I'm getting to where I can't even feel my fingers. Hey, what's up, James Madison? What's going on, brother? Enjoying your videos, man. I watch them as I can. Usually I'm doing something else, you know, like driving, so I'll just put the video on in the background, so I can't really type or anything, but keep up the good work, brother. Keep up the good work. All right. Yeah, I'm going to turn around because this Texas boy doesn't do well in this cold freaking weather. I've got my spear suit on, which was my military cold weather stuff underneath everything. And then I've got, of course, some pants on, some heavy socks. Then I've got a t-shirt, a long sleeve thermal, a hoodie, and a coat, a scarf, a balaclava, and a knit cap. I'm freaking still cold as hell. Oh, and some gloves, some North Face gloves. My fingers are freezing. You know, if they really wanted to, to deal with the threat, maybe that's why all those soldiers were sent to DC, because, you know, what if, hear me out here. All right, hear me out here. What if all the soldiers were sent to DC to deal with the real threat? Law enforcement. Oh, did I say it? I probably could. And if I had some of my military gear with me. But yeah, that Navy petticoat, man. That would do it. I think I'm gonna... No, I'm just gonna turn around. Freaking cold as hell. Maybe I can go down here to this river and take a dip. Down here in the river. Okay, I'm not even going over there. Yeah, so my next semester starts on Tuesday, and this semester I will have finished my second year of law school. In December, I finished my master's degree, Master's of Law. It's called a Juris Masters. So, that's done. Now I just got a, not Juris Masters. Yeah, Juris Masters. It's the Juris Doctorate now that I'm working on. And, I'm trying to, oh crap, I forgot I have a hood. I've even got a hood. Ah, there we go. Anyway, let me pull this down. I can talk a little better. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so what I'm trying to do is front load my classes. I just finished on Friday what's called an intercession class, which is when you take a really compacted or compressed course between semesters. And as you know, the Christmas semester is very short, or the Christmas break between semesters is really short. But I'm taking a lot of classes between semesters to try and graduate by December. So hopefully at the end of this year, I will have my degree. Now, I still won't be able to take the bar exam until sometime in 2022 anyway. So it's not like I'm really saving a whole lot of time. I'm just saving not having to be in freaking school for so long. but I want to get out there, start suing bad government as quickly as possible. It's kind of unfortunate that the Democrats have taken over now, because the pandemic is no longer going to be around, and I was going to start representing businesses who are being shut down because of the COVID hoax. But I'm sure that now the Democrats are involved, the pandemic will fizzle out just to make them look good. You know, they did their damage. They did what they needed to do, which was get Trump out of office. Yep, they all play for the same team, absolutely. Republicans and Democrats are just two sides of the same statist coin. You know, that pisses me off about Michigan. I hope the people vote out everyone that voted for that, especially that Republican. Was it the House Speaker, or I don't know if it was I don't know who it was, but I remember going up to Michigan for a gun rally up there and speaking about gun rights. I'm sorry about the blurriness, but it's really wet out here. But I remember going up there. I went up to Lansing, got to go to a big gun rally there, and I spoke for a few minutes, and some of the militia guys say, "Hey, CJ, hey, come here, we want to show you something." And I was like, okay. So they go and get all their militia guys. You know, they're all kitted out in their body armor and stuff. And hang on, I'm gonna get over it, because if this is the snow plow, all he's gonna do is throw crap on me. But so they grab me, and we go into the Capitol, right? These guys are carrying ARs, AKs. A couple guys had some old school, like black powder rifles, some old muskets. So we go into the Senate, the Michigan Senate. Hang on. Boy, am I glad I moved. That junk would have been all over me. Anyway, so we go into the Capitol, right? No metal detectors. Nope. Nothing. There's a dude sitting at a counter, like a state trooper or something, whoever it is that guards their Capitol. We just walk right past him, and before we went in, I stopped and I asked him. I was like, "Hey, so got a question for you. You know, I noticed it's okay to carry all these rifles in here to the Capitol and open carry and all that kind of stuff." This was before Texas even had open carry of handguns, and we weren't allowed to take rifles into the Capitol. And I think around this time too, they had created, DPS had decided to unconstitutionally and unlawfully create a rule that banned rifles on the Capitol grounds. But I said, "So has it, you know, ever been a problem? How long have citizens been allowed to carry their guns in the Capitol?" He's like, "Forever. It's never been against the law." Well, okay, so like, how many shootings have there been in the Capitol? None. None at all? How many attempted shootings? None. Oh, okay. Have guns ever been a problem? You know, I mean, if you got a bunch of people standing or sitting down, surely it causes no problems. Wow. So I did that little interview, just really quick, like a minute or two. We go into the Senate chambers in Michigan, and the ushers, you know, find us a seat for, I think there were like 12 of us. We go in and we sit down. There we are, sitting in the Michigan Capitol. I got pictures of this somewhere. I don't remember where I posted them. Well, they're probably, I know they were on Facebook before I got banned on Facebook. But there we are. The Senate is down in the on the floor debating bills. I don't even remember what they were debating. It doesn't matter. And there we are, a bunch of dudes in camouflage with body armor, AR-15s, AK-47s, muskets, you name it. And it's not a problem. It's not a problem. But yet, they decided they were going to make it a problem, even though for the entire history of Michigan, it's never been a problem. But suddenly, oh my gosh, something might happen. Oh my gosh. So now you can't open carry in the Michigan Capitol. And this is the stupidity of the Democrats and Republicans that voted for this. You can still carry a gun concealed in there. You just can't open carry it. What the fuck? Let me ask you this. If somebody was going into the Capitol or anywhere in life and they were up to no good, right? Would you want to know that they had a gun or not know until it was too late? So, you know, some guy's walking around all shifty. No big deal, right? But you don't know that guy's got a gun. Or some guy's walking around all shifty, but you can see that he's got a gun. You're more likely to pay attention. You can stop the threat even quicker if indeed it becomes a threat. But that's how stupid the two-party system is. Oh, we're going to ban open carry for safety. But yet you can still concealed carry. Yeah, tyrant's gonna tyrant, absolutely. Let's see. My father practiced law 50 years in Southern Illinois. Awesome. You know, and I know there's a lot of, look, I'm not a big fan of a lot of attorneys either. But there are good attorneys out there. There are attorneys who all they do is represent gun owners or activists, you know. And every profession has its good people. Every profession has its bad people. Some professions there's more good than bad. Some professions there's more bad than good. I don't care. I'm in it for the right reason. I'm retired. I'm also disabled, thanks to an Iraqi mortar attack, or actually artillery attack. But you know, I don't need to be an attorney to make money. I could literally, for the rest of my life, if I wanted to, have a comfortable living, similar to the one I had before I retired. Just because of my disability and my retirement, I could just stay home and literally do nothing, living off the taxpayer. I could do that, but what good am I doing for society? And I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm something special. I'm not. I just, for one, I'm not good at just sitting around doing nothing. And number two, the way I can give back to the taxpayers who are paying me in my retirement and my disability, my combat disability, is to provide legal services to innocent people at, you know, either nothing or next to nothing. No attorney, especially one like me that's just going to go into practice for himself. I'm not going to work for a big firm because I don't want to have my opinion censored. I don't want to have to live up to somebody else's standards. I want to create my own, so I'm going to go into practice for myself. But, you know, if you file a 1983 lawsuit, that's a $400 fee, you know, and so when I say next to nothing, I mean, clients are going to have to come up with money to pay for the fees to file, and in some cases, special investigators and stuff like that. I mean, we can't do all that stuff for free, but what I can do is not charge billing hours to greatly lower the cost of getting an attorney when somebody's rights have been violated. And that's what I plan to do. And then the way I plan to expand, or at least, of course, make money, is obviously I'll get a percentage if it's a civil suit of any judgment. But that requires me to win, right? So all the more reason to fight for activists and win is so that I can get paid. I mean, my attorneys right now that are suing Almost Park aren't charging me a dime. But we're going to be giving them a percentage of whatever we get from the city if we win the case. But we're not paying billable hours and stuff like that. You know, I think there is I think there are several causes of action against social media companies. Depending on how or why they block you or censor you, I think because of Section 230, and I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this, but there's a thing called the state action doctrine, and I know I've talked about it before, but y'all might not have heard this. But there's something called the state action doctrine, and that is where a company is essentially doing the work of a government agency. So for example, let's say CJ got hired to manage the I'm a private individual, and I got hired to manage the food stamp program, let's say. Right? That's my job. My company's been hired by the state to manage the food stamp program, which is a state function, and the state pays me to administer the food stamp program. Well, that's what's called state actor doctrine. That's, even though it's a private entity, they're working for the state, or they're doing the work of a state. Same thing with contractors. You know, if you're a contractor and you're on a government contract, well, that's a state actor thing. And I think because Section 230 has given social media the ability to be publishers when they're really not, that there is an argument to be made that the government is sort of empowering this censorship. The other causes you can use is breach of contract, because when you sign that terms of service or that Privacy Act and those kinds of things and the like, well, it's an agreement. Now, granted, it's a one-sided agreement, but if you go and read that thing, you know, it says that, for example, Facebook will provide, you know, your ability to speak and talk to friends and stuff. And if they don't allow that, especially if they don't allow it because of the content of your speech that doesn't fit any narrowly defined exceptions to the First Amendment, like hate speech, which is arguable, violence, stuff like that. That's not a cop, but I don't know why they're going so slow. Then you got a breach of contract thing there. You could also do tortious interference with a business relationship, especially if you use social media as part of your business and they block you or ban you, even though, oh, that car was going to the ATM, okay, and they block you from being able to do business, you could sue for tortious interference of a business relationship. That's another complaint there. All right, let me stop here for a minute because I'm so cold my eyes are getting blurry, so I have to focus. Yeah, exactly. My attorneys, normally, I've got really good attorneys, and their general billing structure is about $400 an hour. So, and get this, my attorneys, the main attorney, said that because I'm a disabled veteran, he's not going to take anything other than his actual expenses, like, you know, the filing fees, anything that he's actually had to spend money on from his firm, because we're not asked to pay any of that. It's all going to come out of the percentage, plus costs, of course. But he was like, you know, other than my costs, I'm not going to take a fee at all. So you're going to get 100% of any judgment minus actual expenses. And then we kind of argued with him and said, no. We're not in this for money at all. We're in this for justice. And you're the one that's busting your ass, and we want to pay you for that. You shouldn't have to work. And you know what? If that makes you, if that makes you feel bad, then just save that money for someone else that doesn't have money but needs your services. Just apply it to another person, pay it forward. But either way, we still want to pay you because you're fighting for us. Let's see. Stop walking while white. Yeah. Getting your gun rights back here in Washington, D.C. 300 and damn. $40 filing fee with a lawyer, 2 to 4,000. Yeah, I believe it. So, damn, those snowplows are loud. I plan to specialize in helping people get their gun rights back. It is way too expensive. Actually, 2 to 4,000 is actually a really good deal. Believe it or not, that's a really good deal. I think the cheapest I've ever seen was $7,500, but generally, all the attorneys I've spoken to that do this special kind of stuff, it's a $10,000 to $15,000 retainer. $10,000 to $15,000. That's what it costs to get your rights restored. And guess what? It's not even guaranteed. That's not even guaranteed you're gonna get your rights restored. So 2 to 4,000 is actually really good. That's probably about where I'm gonna go. Again, it's just because, you know, I'm gonna have to pay for a law firm. I'm gonna have to pay for staff and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I need to make some money, but I was even thinking around $2,500 was what I was gonna charge to try and help people. And I don't know what it costs yet. I mean, that price might go up based on what it actually costs. But that's my entire practice is going to be around constitutional law, civil rights, and helping people get their rights back, to keep and bear arms, to vote, all that stuff. So, and here's the other thing. I'm not going to break any rules, you know, to get kicked off the bar or lose my license or anything like that. But because I'm not beholden to needing to, you know, make money as an attorney, you know, I don't have to play the silly political games that a lot of attorneys have to play. A lot of people don't know this, but my first attorney, when I was arrested the first time in Temple, was getting threats that because of my behavior, not his, my behavior, and my behavior being talking to the media, but because of my behavior, the prosecutor was going to file a grievance with the state bar. And instead of fighting, you know, this attorney had to drop me. And I got a new attorney. Because, I mean, that's, you know, if the guy lost his license or whatever, then he'd be screwed. So I don't care. I'll fight anyone that wants to file the grievance against me, because I'm not going to break any rules. I'm going to be an ethical person, but I'm going to be a fighter. And there just aren't that many attorneys that are willing to do that. The self-defense attorneys, they're the ones willing to do that. Self-defense fund attorneys, selfdefensefund.com, not a sponsor of this video, but check them out. They will kick ass for you. They will slam toothbrushes on the table and demand that a judge, recuse himself. I don't care. They're like honey badgers. Self-defense attorneys are like honey badgers, even though they got a bulldog as their logo. Oh, my face is somewhat frozen. Well, guys, I violated the curfew here. It's for an hour, from 12 to 1. Well, 12:15 to 1. I left at 12:15, even though I didn't turn my camera on around that time. 2 sheriff's deputies passed me by. That was around 12:38 or so. Clearly breaking curfew. But they didn't stop. That dude's going pretty fast for this being a snowy road. So I guess what I need to do tomorrow is actually find out if there really is a curfew, or if this is just somebody passing off stupid ass information like everything these days. Everybody loves to talk about things they have no idea about. You can't trust anybody anymore, because everybody talked to somebody that heard something about someone or something, and how we're all gonna die. All right. Everybody's a conspiracy theorist these days, and nobody wants to do their own research. They just want to believe everything they're told and then share it. Oh, that sounds completely illogical, but I'm going to share it because this person sent it. If it comes from that person, it must be true. What? It was found on the internet? Oh my gosh, it must be true. I'm sure that's what a lot of people say about, oh, CJ said that? Whatever. Oh, jeez. All right, guys. Well, unless something changes, I'm going to turn off because I'm only a few blocks away from my apartment. All right, we'll show you one thing, though. Now I'll just tell you about it instead of show it to you. But I took down my Gonzales flag from my apartment window, and I put up a F Biden flag in my window instead. So we'll see how that goes. All right, guys. Let me turn this around. If I can do it with these gloves on. Come on. You can do it. Okay, it won't turn around. I think my screen's too wet, so my little glove finger thing doesn't work. Yeah, I can't turn around. I'm trying. A prick put a restraining order on me. Found out about it. Gift. Yeah, I can't even shoot. Oh, gifted my guns to someone. Good idea. Yeah, I've helped someone in that situation before, where I held their guns for them. They were gifted to me. Actually, I paid $1 for them, so he sold me all his guns. And then once everything was thrown out, I sold them back to him for $1. I don't watch the mainstream. If there's any consolation, I don't trust anything the mainstream has to say. I don't either. I just hear things from secondhand sources. Still arrested. Yeah. Dang. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Be safe. Be free. And stay warm. I'm freaking cold. But I'll show you my apartment here in a second. I'll show you the window. I don't give people too many ideas. But there's my apartment window right there. Yeah. So. And here's my car. All snowy. All right, guys. Take care. Be safe. Be free. I'll see y'all next time. Thankfully, I didn't get stopped while being white. So I can turn this thing around. There we go. Oh, yeah. I'm all... Whew. All right. AF Off Productions, stay safe, man. Everybody stay safe. Keep up the good work and stay free. Stay free. Don't let political figures boss you around, okay? Don't do it. Fear is how they rule. Fear is how they rule. So don't be afraid. I'll see y'all next time.